Tonight, the world is reeling after Daddy finally took the T-Bird away.
The American Dental Association announced Sunday that they plan to shoot everyone's baby teeth into space to send a message that teeth are God's mistake.
Finally tonight, are local teenagers using their cell phones to meet up in loosely organized groupings around your community? You've tuned in to Baked News.
Our main story tonight, imminent nuclear destruction, and what that means for your weekend. President Trump gave a firebrand speech at his first appearance at the United Nations last week, condemning Kim Jong-un in dangerous terms. He threatened to, quote, totally destroy North Korea, or at the very least, send 3 doors down to tour there.
Kim Jong-un responded in kind by calling the president a dotard, a term for the senile popularized in the 14th century. He continued on by referring to the president as, quote, a lily-livered, thumb-biting, naughty-pated fool with a wit as thick as a Tewkesbury mustard. Trump also kicked off autumn with a visit to Alabama over the weekend for a George Wallace-themed pumpkin carving festival. The president said after the event the pumpkins had been carved, quote, on many sides.
While he was there, Trump also made an official endorsement in the special election to replace Jeff Sessions in the Senate, which brings us to our official coverage of the Alabama Senate race.
I would love to go.
I'm just a wild coming to you from Southland.
Alabama elections are unique among the 50 states, as only voters with Nick Saban listed as an emergency contact are allowed to participate. The upcoming September 26th vote is the runoff from a heated primary contest between Roy Moore and Luther Strange that also saw 20% of the vote go to firebrand Mo Brooks, 5% to 2 Confederate flags taped to a body pillow, and just 8 votes for Ponyo should not be considered among the definitive works of acclaimed Japanese animator Hayao Miyazaki.
Siding with the Republican establishment and 40% of white supremacists in Alabama, and breaking with voices like Steve Bannon, the patriarch from Duck Dynasty, and 60% of white supremacists in Alabama, Trump rebuked frontrunner Roy Moore, whose official platform is that, quote, high school football means a scholarship, son, and musical theater is for waitresses, officially endorsing his challenger, Luther Strange. Pictured here testifying against the X-Men. We'll all be watching to see who takes the prize all the way to Washington when voting happens on September 26th.
Let the Grecian dream of the sacred stream and sing of the brave adorning.
You may have noticed the reduced size of cups in West Dining. The administration reports that the old, larger cups are now being used as the foundation for the new Science and Engineering building.
Greek life is starting up again all around campus, with all organizations having presented their new members with bids. In a win for progress, a new sorority has opened up on campus exclusively for women named Emily. The Emmys were last weekend, and the Dutch Oven came away with no awards off 0 nominations.
The big winner of the night turned out to be The Handmaid's Tale and its distributor Hulu, the online streaming service. On an unrelated note, if anyone at home would like to support victims of Hurricanes Maria, Irma, or Harvey, please feel free to email your Hulu username and password to mild.satire@gmail.com.
Pundits were also buzzing about the fact that HBO's Game of Thrones was ineligible for TV's highest prize this year due to its late premiere date. Fans of the fantasy series got an expedited season over the summer after the creators spent 3 episodes of budget to bring an uncanny, lifelike presence to a computer-generated rendering of Ed Sheeran.
The show is not slated to return until at least 2019, so that the showrunners can have Jon Snow sit down and watch the Lego Movie 2 in theaters. Fans are making the most of the wait, however, by desperately scouring family records for anyone who might have a subscription to Hulu. We don't have any gossip.